All right. All right, guys, about to get started. Just take your seats. Damn MVPs. Um, First of all, it means a lot for you guys to be out here tonight. I mean, I know we've been itching for this for a long time. Uh, and obviously, this event couldn't have happened without the time, effort, and financial support of each of the partners. So I just wanted to have a quick thank you to all the people that have been putting up with me via email. I know I've been sending out a lot of emails and stuff, and had such a fantastic response by each one of the partners. So on the ARC side, I want to just thank Andy and Eric Stoll and Chris Spears. Unfortunately, they're not here today. They had some other family things going on. So from Brain Jocks, Lisa Hunter, my partner in crime. Appreciate all the stuff that you've done, getting the stuff set up. And also she was kind enough to get the video arranged for tonight, so thanks for that. And obviously Brian Beckham over there. I know you've been a strong supporter of the user group, so appreciate everything you've done. From RightPoint, John Schneider. There he is. Thanks very much for the support from your company. And we have Proficient, Stephen Tynes. Where is he? Somewhere, right over there. Thanks very much getting your guys involved and your company and your support. SagePath, we have Stan Thompson and Eric Swanson. Appreciate support from you guys too. And from Sitecore, we had some great goodies. If you see on the tables, there's some, some nice swag, and make sure you take some pens and whatnot in the front before you leave tonight. So appreciate the work of Curtis and Bill, Curtis Swanson. I'm sure everybody here knows who that is. And Bill Rostron. They've been kind enough to get the word out, and obviously we had a fantastic turnout tonight. Speakers, I know I'm in the same boat as you. I know you guys are busy all day long. You got family stuff going on. Appreciate the time you took out of your busy, hectic schedules to put together presentations for tonight. So just special thanks to Nick and Mike from RightPoint, Dimitri and Dylan from Brain Jocks, Patrick, somewhere from ARC. Appreciate taking the time, even though, yeah, you're, yeah. So and finally Corey and George from Proficient. Thanks very much. I know I reached out to you guys, and you guys were just all in to do the presentation. Appreciate the fantastic response from you guys too. And actually George is probably the reason why we actually have this going on tonight, because he went on a Twitter rant, and which sparked some internal emails. It's got this got things going, and we decided, hey, let's just go all in. So appreciate that. And MVPs, we have, I think we have like about 8 MVPs here tonight. So appreciate you guys. Andy, it's like a half MVP. No? And Nick Wesselman and Akshay, yeah, they're out of town MVPs. He's already, he was, yeah, he showed his face, as usual. Yeah, so thanks very much for coming down. Appreciate it. And then finally to all of you guys, I mean, this has been a record attendance. We had, I don't know how many we ended up with, but, we were concerned because, we're going to have like 20, 30 guys maybe if we're lucky, and we ended up with 90 RSVPs. I had to cap it at the end. So fantastic turnout. It's obvious that everyone in the community, you guys are hungry for information about Sitecore, and so we're here today with our presenters to serve it to you. So thank you very much. So I'll hand it over to Andy. Andy's going to be our host for this evening, our MC, and hopefully won't tell us too many terrible jokes. And
you play your video?
Yeah, just to kind of, I know a lot of you guys were at the, obviously the Sitecore Symposium this year, so just to kind of get us in the mood, and kind of relive the moment there, I'm just going to replay that video that we all saw on the last day. Hopefully if the audio works.
Didn't get the round of applause that we got at Symposium. Oh, so well aware of that. And that's the one guy that didn't get thanked was Martin. Martin, stand back up. Martin has been working 3 projects and getting this done and listening to me give him a hard time all this time. And I just want to say, well done. Thank you for doing all this. I also want to thank, who was it that did the Twitter rant? George. Great. I have never had a successful Twitter rant. I mean, even all this time, I've not gotten United to have a flight leave on time. But you made this happen. Well done. How many were at Symposium? All right, most of the people in the room. If you haven't been to Symposium before, it's kind of like drinking from a fire hose. I mean, just the knowledge is just coming at you so fast, and there's so much coming at you. And then that's kind of interspersed with a different kind of drinking that makes you forget everything that you learned during the day. That was a laugh line, folks. Particularly in New Orleans. So we're lucky to have some people who were awake and alert enough to remember things that were going on at Symposium and have gone to the effort to do presentations. I actually have some names here, and I'm going to ask the speakers to forgive me for mangling names. And I'm not going to waste a lot of time. We've got 4 speakers tonight. Everybody's allocated 20 minutes. I think that's way past the attention span of my kids, and they're in their 20s. So we're just going to try and move quickly here. First, we're going to talk about, we had 2 groups that had subjects that were pretty closely aligned, and those kind of got divided into 2 different presentations, which I'm really glad to see. The first one is about Helix, Habitat, and SXA, and that's from Nick Laidlaw and Mike Mornaka from Right Point. And then we have Meeting the Need for Speed, What You Need to Know About SXA from Dimitri and Dylan at BrainJocks. I think it's kind of cool. We got 2 things to kind of touch on SXA, because I kind of think of this as everything you wanted to know about SXA, but we're afraid to ask. But now you don't have to ask. We're going to get people to tell them. So y'all decide whichever order you want to come up in, correct the trashing I did of your names, and let's get going.